Hey everybody, welcome to the Delivery Driver Pit Stop. My name is Michael. I'm your host. I hope everybody is having a great Friday out there and you're out there making a lot of money for your honey. And if you have no honey, more money for you. As always, this is one of the few channels on YouTube that has majority of the video as content and not self-promotion like some other channels. We'll get off that subject. But anyway, today I come to you with a very interesting screenshot that I came across on one of the many groups I am in. I want to thank Raw Akbar for this screenshot. Allow me to share this screenshot with you. And GrubHub is experimenting with a new feature called, I don't know what it's officially called, but I'm calling it GrubHub Boost Pay. And what I mean by that is, normally sometimes when you're in a busy area, like on a Friday or Saturday and it's prime time, and GrubHub, you get that cowbell ring, even if you're not on block, saying, hey, the area is busy. Why don't you log in right now and come out and make some money with us? Well, they are starting a new experiment. And let me show you the new screen but a lot of GrubHubbers are getting now. And here it is. Check this out. Notice anything different? Yeah, in the red marking box I have. It's busy out there and we've increased delivery pay by up to 20% for a limited time. Get on the road and make some money for your honey. What do you guys think of this? It's a very interesting development. From what I've narrowed it down, it was released. This type of thing was released within the last two patches on the GrubHub client. I can't narrow it down exactly, but I have narrowed it down to it's been implemented within the last two patches. And reason I bring this up is, as I've said before, the devil is in the details and less is more. And let's dive into this a little bit. So the first thing I want to bring up is what I put in the red boxes there. Increase pay by up to 20%. It doesn't say 20%, which a lot of people automatically assume unless you read it a couple times, like I did at first, like 20%. Up to 20%. So it could be 1%, it could be 5%. Let's say in a perfect world, it's 20%. So you just got a fabulous $2 order. Up by 20% is a whopping 40 cents. So instead of $2, you're making a ginormous $2.40. Oh, let's say $3. Now you're making a ginormous 60 cents more. So it's $3.60. Again, no tip, no trip. So this up to 20% BS is kind of deceiving. It makes it sound good, and I think it's a bit of a shady ploy that they're doing this. When you first see this, a lot of drivers will react, hey, it's a great idea. But when you break it down like I am, you can see it's not as fabulous as it first comes across. So the first problem I have is by up to 20%. Second issue I have is, why did they put the carrot, dangle the carrot on the stick? Usually they tell you to get out there, just not increase pay, but increased orders. So obviously that didn't work. So they had to dangle a carrot on the stick and sweeten the pot a little. And why do they sweeten the pot? GrubHub and DoorDash don't do anything. It doesn't do random things just for shits and giggles. They have a reason for everything. So what this tells me, my opinion, is they are hurting for drivers that are saying, screw it, I'm not going to take those $2, $3, $4 orders anymore. And they're sitting on their hands at home and doing something else. So GrubHub becomes desperate and sweetens the pot. It's the same instance as when GrubHub, you get an order for a Taco Bell and they send the Taco Bell order to you and it's $4. And lo and behold, you get it again in about 3 or 4 minutes because it did the round robin and no one took it. And now they're sweetening the pot on that by giving a bonus, wink, wink, bonus. There's no bonus. They just have to sweeten the pot because no one wants it. This is the same thing but delivered in a different fashion and try, again, masters of spin. This is a spinorama on this. Is there anything good about this? You tell me. If you get a $10, $15 order, they're going to give you up to 20%? No, they're going to probably give you 5% or 1%, which, I'm still going to say it's better than no money. A little bit of a bonus is better than no bonus. But when they make this sound like, oh my God, I'm getting paid to get out there, when they're probably most of these up to 20% are on $2 or $3 or $4 orders because they're having problems with people delivering it. And that's why they do this. I know it probably surprised a lot of people that I had taken GrubHub to task on this up to 20% trick, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like I said, it's a bit shady, it's a bit deceiving, and when you're busy and you're looking at your phone, you read that, unless you really read and comprehend, a lot of people will miss, like I did the first time I read it, up to 20%. When I read it at first, I think, oh, 20%. I didn't even give a second thought where it's up to 20%. So a lot of these drivers that are going out there on this and they realize it's up to 20% and they're not getting 20% sometimes, I think this is causing more harm and pissing off more drivers and actually, sorry for the ring-ling-ding, actually pissing off drivers more than it's helping. So they're cutting off their nose to spite their face, I think GrubHub is with this. I'm curious what you guys think about it. Do you think it's a trick or a treat? Referring to Halloween. Please tell me what you think. Leave your comment in the comment section below and tell me if I'm right, I'm wrong, or I'm full of it. And if I'm full of it, please be respectful, because if you're a troll, you're outie. As always, please follow me on social media. The links are in the description below. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you value videos like this, I would appreciate a thumbs up. I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and ringing the little doorbell so you're notified when I release videos like this. See? 95% content, 5% self-promotion. Anyways, I thank you for joining me for this 7-minute and 50-second pit stop. I will see you next time on the Delivery Driver Pit Stop. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend.